What if living to 100 was simpler than you think? Japan's oldest doctor lived past 100, still seeing patients at that age. He didn't rely on pills or strict diets. He just ate the same simple foods every single day. And before he passed, he revealed his secret. Let's break it down so you can start today. In the US, the average lifespan is 76. In Okinawa, Japan, it's 84. And many live past 100, still walking, cooking, even gardening. Their secret? It's not pills or expensive treatments. It's what they eat and how they live. Dr. Shigeki Hinohara lived to 105. He practiced medicine until 100. His approach? Simple meals, consistent habits, joy in small things. Today we'll look at 5 principles he followed and how they can transform your energy, digestion, and clarity after 60. What a mistake. But 1. Overeating and ignoring hara, haichi. Boo. Let's begin with something deceptively simple. How much we eat. In the West, fullness is often the goal. Clean your plate, finish strong, bigger portions mean better value. But in Okinawa, Japan, where people routinely live past 100, the goal is very different. They practice hara-hachi bu, which means eat until you're 80% full, just 80%, then stop. Why does it matter? Because eating just a bit less reduces excess calorie load, lowers inflammation, lessens oxidative stress on your organs, and helps maintain a healthy weight without dieting. Even the National Institute on Aging has linked moderate caloric restriction to longer lifespan and better metabolic health. Dr. Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing doctor, lived this principle. He believed in eating light, eating slowly, and leaving the table slightly unsatisfied. And he credited it for his energy and clarity well past 90. Let's meet Helen, 68. She grew up hearing, "Don't waste food," so she always cleaned her plate, even after feeling full. Over time, she noticed sluggish digestion, afternoon fatigue, and poor sleep. Then she heard about hara-hachi bu. She began pausing halfway through each meal, asking herself, "Am I still hungry, or just finishing out of habit?" The result? More energy, better sleep, less bloating, and surprisingly, more joy at the table. Try this tonight. Eat slower, breathe between bites, and when you feel 70% full, pause, because how much you eat is just the beginning. Next, let's explore what to eat, and why Japan's go-to proteins may surprise you. Mistake number 2, skipping beans and plant proteins. Let's talk about protein. It's essential for strength, recovery, and healthy aging. But here's the mistake many people make, especially in the West. They believe protein equals meat. In Okinawa, one of the longest living populations on Earth, most protein doesn't come from steaks or chicken. It comes from plants, and especially from soybeans, tofu, miso, natto, edamame. These aren't just traditional foods. They're daily staples in the Japanese longevity diet. Why does it matter? Because soy-based foods are packed with complete plant protein, isoflavones that help reduce inflammation and support heart health, prebiotic fiber that nourishes your gut. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular soy intake is linked to lower LDL cholesterol, better bone density, and reduced risk of cognitive decline. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest practicing physician, ate tofu almost every day. He believed it kept his arteries clean and his digestion smooth, even in his 90s. Now, meet Frank. He's 73, retired, and always avoided soy. He'd heard rumors about hormones and estrogen, but after watching a documentary on Japanese centenarians, he decided to try something new. Twice a week, he swapped red meat for a tofu stir-fry with bok choy, garlic, and ginger. Simple, light, satisfying. 3 weeks later, his blood pressure dropped, his joint pain eased, and he stopped napping in the afternoons. Here's the takeaway. You don't need to go vegetarian, but you do need balance. Try adding lentils, black beans, or tofu, just twice a week. Up next, a powerful anti-aging shield hidden in a food many Americans overlook, but the Japanese eat every single morning. Let's dive into that next. Mistake number 3, ignoring fermented foods. Let's talk about one of Japan's quietest longevity secrets. It's not a vitamin, it's not a supplement, it's a tradition, served warm, gentle, and full of life. Fermented foods. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's legendary physician, began each morning with a humble bowl of miso soup. To him, it wasn't just comfort food, it was a daily ritual of healing. Miso, natto, pickled vegetables, fermented seaweed, all staples in the Okinawan diet. And all packed with live probiotics to feed your gut, digestive enzymes to break down nutrients, anti-inflammatory compounds that protect your brain, joints, and immune system. In the West, many seniors rely on probiotic pills, but real fermented foods offer something more: synergy. The combination of whole foods plus living microbes equals results that pills rarely match. Let me introduce Claire. She's 70, a retired librarian. For years, she battled bloating, irregular digestion, and heavy stomach after meals. She tried fiber powders, digestive enzymes, and every probiotic on the shelf. Nothing worked until a friend gave her a jar of real miso paste. She started sipping a warm miso broth every morning, just 1 cup, no major diet overhaul, no supplements. By week 2, the change was noticeable. Her bloating, gone, her energy, smoother, afternoons became lighter, her appetite stabilized. The power was in the bacteria, alive and active, not in a capsule. You can start this too. Try a spoon of miso in warm water, or a few slices of naturally fermented pickles. It's not just about gut health, it's about aging with balance. And now, let's explore one forbidden food group in the West that the Japanese eat every day, and credit for their strong hearts and clear arteries. Mistake number 4, fearing carbs and skipping sweet potatoes. Let's face it, in the West, carbs have become the enemy. You hear it everywhere. Cut carbs to lose weight. Seniors should avoid starch. But here's the truth. Not all carbs are created equal, and some, like the ones eaten daily in Okinawa, may actually help you live longer. Let's talk about Japanese purple sweet potatoes. They're not just colorful, they're powerful. So powerful, in fact, that they make up over 60% of daily calories for Okinawan centenarians. Why are they different? Because they're packed with anthocyanins, antioxidants that protect blood vessels and fight cellular aging, fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar and support digestion, potassium and vitamin C, essential for heart and immune health. And they have a low glycemic index, meaning no sugar crashes. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara often chose sweet potatoes over rice. He believed they were gentle on the body and strong in protection. In fact, research from the National Institutes of Health has linked anthocyanin-rich foods, like Japanese sweet potatoes, to better blood vessel function, reduced inflammation, and slower cognitive decline in aging adults. Now meet Paul, 69, pre-diabetic, fatigued, frustrated. He'd been avoiding all carbs, even the good ones, but his energy was tanking and his cravings were getting worse. His dietitian encouraged him to try steamed Japanese sweet potatoes. Not fried, not covered in sugar, just simple and clean. Paul started adding half a cup to lunch. Within 2 weeks, his energy lasted all afternoon. His cravings dropped, and his blood sugar, more stable than it had been in months. Here's your takeaway. You don't need to fear carbs. You need to choose wisely, like the Japanese do. And now, we'll look at the final lesson from Japan's oldest doctor. It's not a food, it's a philosophy. Let's finish with that. Fix. Before we close, there's something most people overlook, a principle even more powerful than the foods you eat. It's not just what's on your plate, it's how you live around it, doctor. Hinohara didn't follow a strict diet. He didn't count calories or macros. He followed a rhythm, a simple, joyful rhythm that shaped his long life. Each morning, he began with something light, miso soup, a walk, and reading. He avoided overeating, not out of restriction, but out of respect for his body. He walked stairs instead of using elevators, even in his 90s. He stayed curious, gave lectures, wrote books, and he smiled a lot. He once said, "To stay young, you must have fun." Let's take Marie, 71. She used to obsess over labels, low carb this, sugar free that. But it left her anxious, always chasing the next rule. Then she read about Hinohara. She made a shift. She began walking 20 minutes every morning, started her meals slower, took time for tea in the afternoon, just to breathe. She even planted herbs on her windowsill and watched them grow. That rhythm, it changed everything, because health isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, rhythmic. So, as you reflect on the foods we've shared, remember this. Don't just count protein, count quiet mornings. Don't just reduce sugar, increase laughter. Don't just fix your diet, nourish your spirit. And if you're not sure where to start simple, start joyful. Start like the doctor who lived to 105 and smiled all the way there. Up next, we'll recap the 5 principles and how to begin, one small step at a time. Let's take a moment to bring it all together. These aren't complicated strategies. They're small shifts, practiced daily by some of the longest living people in the world. Inspired by Japan's oldest doctor, here are 5 gentle changes you can begin today. Eat until you're 80% full. It helps digestion, energy, and longevity. Learn to pause before you're stuffed. Add more plant proteins, tofu, lentils, edamame. Easy to cook, easy on the body. Include fermented foods, a spoon of miso, a slice of pickled vegetable. Good bacteria that strengthen your gut and your immunity. Choose smart carbs, like sweet potatoes. They fuel you, not spike you. Live light, eat light, and smile often. It's not just about food, it's about rhythm, simplicity, joy. Each of these shifts supports your heart, your brain, your digestion, and your independence. And the best part? You don't have to change everything at once. Just start with one bite, one habit, one breath between spoonfuls. Which one speaks to you today? Let us know in the comments. Your choice might inspire someone else watching. Coming up next, we're exposing a popular health food that's secretly making seniors feel older, not younger. Let's wrap this up. You don't need a perfect plan to live longer, just small, steady steps, starting today. Try miso, steam a sweet potato, smile during lunch. These habits add up, and they matter. This isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Who's with me? Drop a sparse in the comments if you're starting your longevity journey today. See you in the next video. We'll uncover a health food that may be aging your body faster than you think.